you're ready, let's get started. We're going to come down onto the floor, onto hands and knees. So once you're on the floor, feel free to put padding underneath your knees, especially, maybe even the wrist, and widen out the knees toward the edges of your mat. Start to push your hands, feet, and knees into the ground so you feel firm and connected into the ground. Long, deep breath in. Longer, slower breath out. Begin to very slowly round and arc the spine. So rounding, the chin tucks, arcing, the chin lifts, gradually moving your spine through its range of motion. One more time through. And back to the center position. Let's begin to move, circling the hips. One of my favorite exercises, as you know, this circular motion combined with the rounding and arcing of the low back. So go slow at first and see if you can get some movement in the low back, the flexion extension, while you make the circles. It's going to feel like the tailbone is lifting and lowering, or sometimes the word tucked is used to describe the tailbone lowering toward the ground. There is a feeling of the abdominals working. Reverse the direction of your circles. Now find a little more flow. You can pick up the pace a little if you want to, although that's not necessary. Maybe bending and straightening at the arms. Get your entire body to flow. All right, back to center. Walk the knees toward each other. Lift the hands off the ground. Shake out the wrist. Long, deep breath. All right, very good. Hands back down onto the ground. Widen out the knees. Start to walk the hands forward slightly so your arms lengthen a little, and then let your hips come back towards your heels, either partially back if the knees feel restricted, or all the way back, hips down to the heels, whatever your knees allow. Maybe the forehead drops to the floor, or maybe it doesn't. And then lift up and shift the shoulders over the wrist and let the hips drop toward the ground, look up. And then push back. If that was easy for you, walk the hands forward a little more, like an inch, and set the hips back toward the heels any amount. Come forward, shift the shoulders over the wrist, let the hips drop, contract your glutes and pull your belly in. Push back, hips to heels, exhale. Inhale forward, look up, exhale, push back, drop the hips down. Keep going forward, look up, hips back, and about 3 or 4 more times here. We're going to flow through this. You should be feeling a stretch in the shoulders. As you go back, you should feel weight bearing and strength work. As you come forward, shoulders over the wrist. And last time, all the way through. Good. And release. Walk the knees in. Lift your hands off the ground. One thing I forgot to mention in the beginning that I had planned to was there's going to be a fair amount of repetition with these movements. So get used to or be aware that we're going to be doing each movement many times. So you can kind of find the rhythm, the flow, get some strength built and some mobility going with those repetitions. Hands back to the ground. Walk the knees a little further back. Then shift your shoulders forward and lower your body all the way down onto the ground. Once you're down to the ground, tuck the chin, rest the forehead on your mat, and we're going to do simple cobras. So draw the shoulders back, push your chest up, and lower down. Inhale, push up, exhale down. So again, I'll mention the things you should be feeling. Your hands and arms are being worked like a push up. So you should feel strength in arms and shoulders. And I want you to think about lengthening the spine forward. It's not easy to do, and it doesn't take very much, but try to feel like your spine is lengthening as much as it is lifting. And we're going to do 3 more here. Lots of strength in the arms. Your arms may be feeling a little tired. If so, you're doing it correctly. Now push up and back, child's pose, hips to heels or partially back if your knees need that. And then rise up, lift up, kneeling position, raise the hands up high. Lower the hands down. Now we're going to go through a flow with that same sequence. We won't do quite as many on this one because it's pretty challenging. But let's go ahead, bring the hands back to the ground, walk the hands forward, and lower your chest all the way down to the ground. So here's the flow. If you're ready, follow along. Lift up into cobra, push back to child's pose, lift the hands off the ground, raise the hands up overhead. That's the flow. Bring the hands down, walk the hands forward, lower your body to the ground. Push up cobra, push back child's pose, lift the hands off the ground, reach the hands up high. Beautiful. Again, hands onto the ground, shift forward, lower your body down to the ground. Push up cobra, push back child's pose, rise up, hands reach up high. Lower just the hands down this time. Nice job. Roll out the shoulders. That is such a good one. Wonderful mobility work there. So good to be able to move your spine through that flow. All right. Bring your hands back to the ground and turn your table so that you're along the side of your mat like I've done here. And you're in the middle of your mat. Bring the right leg out to the outside. Now, what I want you to find is a stretch in the groin here on the straight leg. So in order to find that, you shift back a little and then shift forward and shift back. Now your leg is staying as straight as possible. And what you're going to start to notice, we're initially feeling this stretch in the straight leg. But now start to move your hips back maybe an inch further, and you're going to start to feel strengthening in that leg that's underneath you, the knee that's bent, so the left leg. As you lean back a little bit further, there's quite a lot of strength requirement in that leg. 3 more. You might find that your hip gets pretty close back to your heel. Good. All right. Switch sides. So bring the foot in, left leg out, straighten that leg as best as you can. Start with little movements. It feels more like a stretch at first. If you're just moving 2 or 3 inches, that is fine to start. I love this stretching sensation in that straight leg. And then as you get the movement, you start to move back a little further. And you become aware that your right leg, the one underneath you, is starting to work a little more. Of course, if there's knee restrictions, then you reduce this range of motion. If you're able to do this, though, this is tremendously valuable for the knee because you're compressing and strengthening the muscles that support the knee joint. You can feel how much power it takes, how much strength to get back up to the start position. And last one. Oh, so good. Bring it back in, back to tabletop position. All right, right leg out again. This time, we're going to reach the right hand up into a twist. Now, see how much you can lengthen both arms? Reach, bring the hand down to the ground. Switch sides. So the right knee comes in, left leg goes out, reach the left arm up, twist, look up. Release the hand down. Now flow from side to side. Step it in, other side out, reach. Bring it in, other side, reach. Now keep going, flow with it. One more time to each side. Good. Release the hand down, pull the knee back in, raise the hands off the ground, reach up high. Lower the hands down, roll out the shoulders, big smile. Long, slow exhale. All right, everyone. Take your time. Let's come on up to standing. Good work, everyone. Okay, back to the middle of your mat. We're going to begin our standing sequence here with the feet hip width apart or slightly wider. Look down to your feet, make sure those feet are parallel to each other. Normally the toes aim out a little if we're not paying attention. So draw the toes in and find this tall posture. Now from here, right hand reaches up high. So get as much length and reach as you can. We're already feeling a stretch underneath the armpit. So as simple as this seems, this is not something we would normally do. So lengthen and get that great reach underneath your armpit into your pec muscle and even down into the rib cage. Then bring your hand behind your head. The left hand is on the side of your leg. Let the left hand reach down an inch and turn toward your bent elbow, looking up. And then turn to face forward and switch sides. Start with just the reach. Lengthen, get as tall as you can. Up, 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 up. And then bring the hand behind the head. Let the right hand slide down a bit as you look up towards your bent elbow. And then release. Now we're going to flow with it a little bit more. Switch sides. Right hand reaches up behind the head. Lean and turn toward the elbow. Now push the elbow back. Look up and switch sides. Keep going. As you do this, try to find as much reach and length as you can. Good, back to center. Now walk your feet out wider, not a full straddle, maybe a half straddle. And again, right hand, reach up, lean, and look up. Switch sides. Now use your belly, use your glutes as you go from side to side. Lean into it. You feel a lot of core strengthening here. As I said, we're looking for where is the strength aspect of the exercise? Where is the mobility aspect of the exercise? Where even is the balance as we look up toward the ceiling? Good, back to center. Walk the feet out, last one. You're in pretty much a straddle, maybe not full straddle, but maybe 90%. Right arm, reach up, lean, or rather reach down into side bend as you look up to the elbow. And switch. Good, last one. Reach and switch. And back to center. Good. Either step or if you can, heel toe the feet in, and either step the feet if that's better for you, or if you're able to, pick a foot up and literally balance and shake the foot out. Switch sides, find that balance. Good. Okay, next one. Bring the feet just a little wider than hip width apart. We're going to step the right foot forward at a 45-degree angle. The toe aims out. Once you've done this, you might consider stepping the back foot back a little bit. That's up to you. We're going to reach the arms out toward the foot with the spine straight. Bend the knee. Reach down. The back is straight. Rise up. The arms reach up toward the ceiling. Now push your feet into the ground. Use your leg muscles. Pull the belly in. Look forward or maybe look up toward the hands. And then release the hands and repeat. Hands reach toward the foot, bend the knee, lean forward, feel the weight bearing in that front leg, and then power yourself up. Reach up, lean back, lean back, lean back. And again. Take your time. Get low and then get all the way up. Feel that strength work in that front leg as you go down. Feel the lengthening, the mobility, the stretching as you reach up. Twice more. Oh, so good. Such a good one. And release. Good. All right, carefully step the feet in and we go to the other side. Left foot, step it out, turn the foot out at an angle. You might find it helpful to step the back foot back even a little further. You need your feet far enough apart. If they're in close, you get kind of jammed. You don't really have enough room to move. So get that foot back there nice and far. Then we're ready. Bend, reach, feel the weight bearing, push up, lean back, activate your leg muscles. And again. Lots of breathing. Every time we reach down, we're building strength in that leg. Push up powerfully and reach. Twice more. Good. All right. Walk the feet in. Good, everybody. Okay, this next one, consider a modification if you're challenged by the balance. We're going to turn to face toward the front of your mat. First option, harder option, right foot steps back with the heel up off the ground. So you take 3 steps back. Notice my back heel is up off the ground. If this is not happening for you, you feel really wobbly and unsafe, you could put your hand on a wall, or another option is to step the foot out a little wider and drop the heel down. This restricts the range of motion, but it does make the balance more stable. So you decide, heel down or heel up if you're able to. Now find that balance. We're bending the front leg, we're straightening the back leg. When you're ready, when you're solid, when you're stable, reach the arms up. Bend the elbows, open the arms out into cactus, pull the belly in. Try to straighten the back leg. You can look forward to the wall in front or try to look up toward the ceiling. Look forward, bring the arms together. Open out. Bring it in. If you lose the balance like I just did, go ahead and just come back. Keep going. This really challenges the balance. Cactus, and then arms in. Keep going. And finish this last one. Good. Now carefully take little steps to return the feet back together. Shake it out. And let's get the other side. So modifications as you need it. Left foot back, 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Back heel down or up. Raise the arms up. Feel your stability. Open the arms out, bend the elbows, pull the belly in. Look forward or try looking up to the ceiling. Bring the arms in. Round the back, you're looking down a little, and then open out. Bring it in. Focus, find that balance. Twice more. Last one. And release. All right, very good. So that was a great example of one that really challenged our mobility, strength, and balance all at the same time. This next exercise I've done a little bit recently. I love this one. So you might be familiar with this if you've done my classes recently. We're going to split the feet apart just hip width like this here. And then the right foot steps back just 1/2 step. The back heel is up off the ground. Hold on to the wall if you need to. The heel is going to stay up. The knee is going to stay bent of the right leg. The left leg stays straight as you reach down to the knee or the shin or the ankles and come back up. And then down, pull the belly in, keep the back straight and back up. So the trick to this, well, there are a lot of tricks, but one of the things you're really watching for is that you're not rounding the back in order to reach lower. So the hips have to shift back in order to keep the back straight, and you should be feeling quite a stretch on the left leg. The right leg, we're having to stabilize just with the ball of the foot. Last one. Good. Come out of it. Step the feet together. Left foot, it is a teeny step. Oftentimes I see people take a full step. It's not a full step. It's a little teeny half step. The heel is lifted, the knee is bent. Right leg remains straight as you reach down the leg. Feel the stretch and come back up. Now the tendency, and I have this tendency too, is as you reach down, we tend to bend the leg. So do your best to keep the leg straight, even if you don't reach down as low. Keep breathing. We have 3 more. Feel the flexibility, feel the strength in your legs, and feel the balance even. Okay, great. Come back to the middle of your mat and long deep breath. Legs out wide. We are going full straddle here, whatever that is for you. Obviously, make sure your feet are safe into the ground. Once you have that, we're going to turn the right foot. So feel your balance. With the foot in that different position, the balance is a little different. So feel it. Now lean just a couple of inches toward the right leg and come back up. Lean and come back up. Make sure that you're not bending this leg. It stays straight. Now, if you happen to be looking up at the monitor, this is about as straight as I can get this leg, not because of the knee, but because of my ankle restriction. So this is my straight. Your straight might look a little straighter, but everyone has their limitations. So you just do what works for you, but you're making this leg as straight as you can. Now, each time down, you may find you're going just a little lower. You're feeling your balance, and you're feeling how much your legs are supporting you. Feel how your core is being used every time you lift up. Good. come back up. 3 more. If you want the additional challenge, the left arm reaches up and over, push back up. Up and over, feel your balance. And back up. Square the foot and walk the feet in. Good. Shake those legs out. We'll get the other side. Go ahead and set it up. Wide straddle. Turn the left foot. All right, let's begin little movements. Now keep in mind, this is a challenging exercise. A lot of these have been challenging. So if you need to back off, yours might not look like mine. Maybe you're doing these little movements and just getting used to your balance here. Your leg strength is being challenged at this level. That's great. Others of you might be ready to reach lower and can still hold your balance. Focus, concentrate, feel your balance, feel the strength in your legs, especially as you push back up. But even as you go down, our leg strength is being challenged. Last one here. Now, feel free to continue that same movement, or for 3 more, if you want the extra challenge, you add the arm. All right, carefully square the foot and walk the feet in. All right, raise the hands up high. Reach the hands down to the knees or the shins or the ankles. Let your back round. Come on back up. Reach the arms overhead. Side bend right. Side bend left. Back to center. Lower the arms halfway down. Rotate right. Rotate left. Back to center. Arms down. Roll the shoulders. Other direction. Now move the neck, head, shoulders in a free form type of movement. Flow with it. Get the arms and shoulders to relax. Get your neck to relax and flow. Great. Back to center. We are all done. I just can't emphasize enough how good it was for you to do this workout. We did ourselves so much good. Mobility, stretching, strength, and balance work. Great job staying ahead today, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.